Karaoke studios are finally open after more than 2 years, and fans are finding their voices again. Here in Singapore, New Zealand's Prime Minister says it's during tough times that you're reminded who your friends are. And I cannot wait for this. Bieber fever is back. Justin Bieber is returning to Singapore in October. Good evening, you're watching The Big Story with me, Hairianto Diman. Subscribe to the Straits Times channel so you will not miss a single episode. Fans of karaoke can sing their hearts out once again, but with a mask on. That's right, today is the first day that karaoke is allowed in Singapore again after more than 2 years of the pandemic. And here's the moment that many have been waiting for.
Actually frequent here a lot of times when we were before COVID. We come like maybe at least once to twice a month. Yeah, so it's really the choice to come, and then I just told him we will just book and then we will just come. And he took leave just to come for today's session. Coming up Friday, actually we got another slot.
This is actually our first time because we are in JC, but then I went a lot to KTV like last time during my secondary school days. Yeah. Okay, so we like realized that it was the first day, and then after like because we are classmates, so we wanted to go out, and then today's our HBL day. So then after we just wanted to sing and like have fun.
Family-style KTV chain Teo Heng is hoping to make a comeback after ceasing operations from March 2020 to mid-2021. The company was forced to close 10 outlets during the pandemic, leaving it with just 4 studios today. Clubbing also back, but not quite with a bang. For instance, despite being allowed to reopen its dance floor tonight, Zouk is only doing so tomorrow. And from its social media posts, one of Singapore's most iconic clubs only has dancing on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. The Singapore Nightlife Business Association tells us the challenges that nightclubs face in reopening their doors tonight.
I think with Zouk opening on the 20th instead of the 19th, I think that's quite normal. Zouk is a mega club, and then even pre-COVID, they'll probably operate within Wednesday to Saturday. So it's no big secret they won't open on a Tuesday. I think some difficulties that club operators might face is trying to gauge whether the ART testing is going to be a hindrance or a deterrence in terms of customers wanting to take the test 24 hours prior to attendance. So some are going ahead by not operating their dance floors, which is an option for them, and to just open the doors and have F&B and music as an offering. Those with operations of the dance floor would face certain challenges like ensuring that the queues at the entrance of the establishment is well managed, so there's no overcrowding. Mask on in the venue, especially on the dance floor when there's no F&B consumption. So manpower would be a constraint, an issue that operators will have to overcome to put all these additional SMMs in place.
Moving on to Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern's first full day in Singapore. Speaking during the official launch for Ms. Ardern, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong says COVID-19 pandemic has brought Singapore and New Zealand closer, with both Prime Ministers calling each other regularly to exchange notes on their experiences. That was also brought up by Ms. Ardern at the press conference held before the luncheon.
I'd like to begin by expressing to you, Prime Minister Lee, our appreciation for how New Zealanders resident in Singapore have been so well cared for during COVID-19. I also, on a personal note, wish to thank you for the contact that we have maintained during COVID. I suspect we are both pragmatic people, and that certainly was reflected in a conversation mid-lockdown in 2020, where we talked about how we could support each other's food supply and supply chain issues. That was one of many conversations, and I was grateful for each of them.
Both prime ministers also announcing that their countries will be working more closely on the green economy and the fight against climate change, with initiatives in energy transition technology, carbon markets, sustainable transport and waste management. This will be a new fifth pillar in the Singapore-New Zealand Enhanced Partnership, which was aimed during Ms. Ardern's first visit here as Premier in 2019. In other news, Han Hong Lee, the woman slashed in Beach Road last week, remains in hospital, but her condition has improved. According to the owner of the restaurant where she works, quote, "She's fine, but her injuries are quite bad. She is stable now." He was speaking to viewers on his Facebook channel, which he uses to sell frozen seafood. Meanwhile, a fundraising initiative to help Ms. Han and her family has raised around $20,000 as at this afternoon. Over 700 dengue cases were reported in a week between April 10th and 16th, the highest since 2020 when 937 cases were logged. The National Environment Agency notes the continuous sharp rise in cases this year comes even before the traditional peak dengue season from June to October. As at April 18th, there were 159 active clusters in Singapore, 33 of which had 10 or more cases. Now, believers, mark your calendars because Justin Bieber is set to perform at the National Stadium on October 25th. Tickets go on sale on April 21st at 10 a.m. and range from $108 to $348 with an additional $4 booking fee. Sad news in the sporting world. Football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo revealing the death of his newborn son, which he describes as, quote, "the greatest pain." He was expecting twins with his partner Georgina Rodriguez. Their statement on social media also confirmed the birth of their daughter. Will Ronaldo play when Manchester United meet Liverpool in a few hours? It's a match where both teams cannot afford to drop points. A win for Liverpool will send them to the top of the Premier League table ahead of title rivals Manchester City. Meanwhile, United will need a win to keep their hopes alive for Champions League qualification. Now here's sports correspondent Sazali Abdul Aziz on how he sees this fixture playing out.
I think Liverpool could well repeat their performance they had earlier in the season against Man United. They are in good form. They've played very convincingly against the other top team in England, Man City, in quick succession. They are going for the quadruple, and they are bang in form. Manchester United, on the other hand, obviously 2 wins in their last 8. Very, very difficult situation. They're struggling for form, struggling for goals, struggling for wins. Their last 2 wins came at home, so to go to Anfield, which is one of the toughest places in the Premier League, will not be an easy task at all. And of course, with Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes, 2 stars of theirs, struggling with personal setbacks in recent days, it's going to be a really, really tough ask. I even have Man U fans of friends of mine saying they expect Liverpool to wipe the floor with their team. Their words, not mine. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Financial planning is not just about investments and savings. It's also about spending smart. Daily expenses like grocery shopping can quickly add up. And that's not forgetting those seasonal purchases and impulse buys. Let's find out what it takes to be a smart shopper and how you can use these strategies the next time you're shopping in store or online. Joining me now is Invest editor Tan Wee Boon. Wee Boon, when I'm out shopping, I always keep a lookout for credit card deals, be it cashback or just earning extra rewards. Is that a smart strategy?
You know something, Yan? You are definitely shopping smart if you know how to maximize and use your credit cards. A credit card is not just a mode of payment or a way to allow you to shop on credit. If you know how to choose the right card, you can actually save quite a bit of money. You see, when you use such cards to pay, the bank actually make money, not from you, but from the retailers who sell the items to you. The retailers have to pay fees to enjoy the convenience of allowing their customer to use their cards. So it makes sense for the banks to ensure that the cards allow their customer to enjoy various kinds of benefits. When more people use a card, the more they will earn. Personally, I like to have two types of cards. One that can give me cash back every time I pay for something, and another that allows me to earn more points when I use it. So how much savings can you get from, say, a cashback credit card? About $80 to $120 a month for every $1,000 charge. That is a saving of 8 to 12%. You can find out more about such cards in my latest story in SD Invest.
Now, let's talk about grocery shopping. Now, you'll usually find me at the supermarket on Sundays because that's when I do my grocery shopping. And I rarely shop online for these things. Am I doing it right?
Well, when it comes to grocery shopping, the main question that you should really ask is what items are on sale for the week. Just like commodity trades, many people don't realize that prices at supermarkets are never the same every week. So like savvy investors, if you want your money to work harder, you must do your homework. For instance, do you know that most supermarkets here actually announce their sales only on Thursdays and Fridays? So if you watch out for their ads in the Straits Times, for example, you will know that what are the kind of things that will be on sale for the week. Of course, you cannot buy a lot of items like fruits, vegetables, because these are perishables. But there are many other household items that have long expiry dates. So you should buy more when those items go on sale so that you don't have to buy them at their normal prices. If you do that consistently, you can actually save up to 30% on your grocery bills regularly. Finally, like you pointed out, most supermarkets actually have online stores. So make use of such service whenever there is a bulk discount. For instance, if your family drinks UHT milk a lot, instead of carrying 2 to 3 packs each time when you're at the store, do consider buying the entire carton with a dozen packs. If you do this, you will be happy to know that you can save up to 25% on the same product. More importantly, if you order online, you don't have to carry the heavy carton home yourself.
Wee Boon, as always, thank you for your handy tips. Invest editor Tan Wee Boon. For more financial tips from Invest editor Tan Wee Boon, including how to save money even as you struggle to pay the bills, go to str.sg/invest and look out for his articles every Sunday. You can read them online and in the papers. And visit straitstimes.com for more news and our YouTube channel for more videos. Subscribe by hitting the red button below. I'm Haryanto Diman. See you tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.